The Munich Reinsurance Group is the largest reinsurance company in the world. So what is reinsurance? I'm sure you all know what insurance is. So what an insurance company does is that it buys the risk from individuals. So let's say you are an individual, you own a house and you don't want your house to catch fire or a hurricane to come and destroy your house, because this is risk. This is something you cannot do. This is something out of your control. So let's say a hurricane comes and destroys your house, you will lose all your belongings, all your money. So the insurance company, what it will do, it will assure this risk. So you have to pay the insurance company every month or every year, and if ever a hurricane comes, the company will give you the money for the repairs. This is what an insurance company does. And it's not just about the house, about properties. An insurance company insures health, life, and automobile. There are many things that insurance companies can insure. Insurance companies, they always have a big cash flow coming in. This is one business along with banks where there is always this big cash flow, and this is one of the things that Warren Buffett understood, and that's why he bought many insurance companies early on in his career, in order to get this cash to invest in other companies. This is not something easy to do with banks because of regulations, but with insurance companies in the United States, this is something easy to do. So he was able to do this. Now coming back to Munich Reinsurance Company. So what is a reinsurance company? A reinsurance company is an insurance company for other insurance companies. So let's say there is an insurance company which has millions and millions of policies sold to millions and millions of individuals. Now they want to hedge this risk, because when they are selling these policies, they are taking the risk from the individuals, but now they all have this risk. So what this insurance company is going to do, they are going to sell this risk now to a reinsurance company. So a reinsurance company will have thousands of other insurance companies who as clients. So they are not connected to the individuals, but they are connected to the insurance companies themselves. They are buying risk from the insurance companies. So they are well diversified because they are buying risk from all over the world. There are only a few reinsurance companies in the world, and Munich Reinsurance Company is the largest of them all. The second largest reinsurance company in the world is Swiss Reinsurance Group, and the third largest is Berkshire Hathaway Reinsurance. So in the Berkshire Hathaway portfolio, there is a reinsurance company. This is 100% owned by Berkshire Hathaway, and it is not traded on any exchange. So the Munich Reinsurance Company, it has clients in 160 countries, 4,000 insurance companies as clients. The Munich Reinsurance Group has 5 main components. So apart from being a reinsurance company, it also has its own insurance company called ERGO. Here are the 5 main components of this business. There is life and health reinsurance, property casualty reinsurance. So these two are the reinsurance part of the business. Now as an insurance company, which is called ERGO actually, and ERGO is 100% owned by the Munich Reinsurance Group. So there is ERGO International, there is ERGO Property Casualty Insurance, and ERGO Life and Health Insurance. So ERGO, 69% of the sales of ERGO comes from Germany, and the ERGO International means it is everything outside of Germany. If you look at the stock price of Munich Reinsurance Group, you will notice something, that in 2000 the stock crashed. It crashed heavily and it did not recover since then. So what actually happened? I read all the reports of this company from 2000 until now to see what really happened in the business. And I can tell you there's only 2 events, or you may say it's only one event which changed everything for this company, and it's 9/11. So the crash did not actually happen in 2000. In 2000 it was crashing because the whole stock market was crashing because of the dot-com bubble bursting. So when the dot-com bubble burst, the whole stock market in America and eventually in Europe was crashing, and that's why the stock price was falling, the stock price of Munich Reinsurance. But what actually happened in 2001, on that day 9/11/2001, when there were the attacks on the World Trade Center and other places in the United States, the company lost 1/3 of its market value in the single day. But eventually it recovered, but not fully, and it continued to crash. And eventually when the Iraq war started, there were more and more loss of market value. And it crashed to a very low point in 2003, and until eventually it started recovering, and it's still recovering. In 2008 there was a financial crisis and there was a little crash, but it's still recovering now. So why was it so affected by 9/11? It's because when 9/11 happened, there was a type of risk that insurance companies had never dealt with before. It was the risk of terrorism. This was not something that insurance companies were prepared for. And as a reinsurance company, this was happening all over the world. Reinsurance companies usually they are well diversified, because if there is a hurricane in the United States and the weather is good in Europe, this year will be bad in the United States, but it will be good in Europe. This is how it's happened. But 9/11 changed everything, because now the risk was everywhere all around the world. When you see the richest country, the most powerful country of all time being attacked by terrorists, this is something that scares everyone. And this changed the whole business of insurance and of course of reinsurance. And eventually when there was the Iraq war in 2003, this also was something that insurance companies were not prepared for. Since the end of the Cold War, we were not prepared for more wars, and there was a war coming and nobody knew where was this going, because George W. Bush said that Iraq had the nuclear weapons, and people were scared that maybe there will be some types of nuclear war. This is something insurance companies were not prepared for, and even any reinsurance company. But still they were able to maintain a constant increase in dividends, because for more than 50 years this company has been increasing dividends. This company has been around for more than 130 years, and they have been around for the First World War, for the Second World War, and they are still around today. This is a company which has been growing over all these years, but only in the last 10 years there have been a slow growth. So should we as investors, as value investors, take this opportunity now to invest in this company? Because there is a slow growth now, that doesn't mean that in 20 years this company will not grow. And to know that, we should look at the fundamentals. I started buying shares of this company in August 2017 at 179 euros per share. And the earnings per share are right now 17.23 euros. And the book value per share is 182.25 euros. So if you look at the earnings per share, it has a PE ratio of around 11. So it's not so high. It's normal for such companies, for financial companies right now, because since the last recession, the 2008 financial crisis, this has been the normal for financial companies. But one thing that I really like here is the book value per share. It's 182. The book value per share right now is 182. It's almost the same as the stock price. So if anything bad happens to the company, it has to go bankrupt. All the assets that the company currently owns is the same as the stock price. So if you're investing in this company, it is as if you're buying more than you're getting. If you invest $100 in the company, you are getting $120. So this is a real bargain. This is a real deal. This is the like of value stock, the real value stock. And this is something that you will not see in America nowadays with huge valuations. But in Germany, with this company, in such a sector, this is happening right now. So the company has hardly no debt at all, and it has a current ratio of 0.3. So this company is very healthy financially. Last year was not such a great year for this company, because there were huge hurricanes in the United States, and it was not a good year for insurance companies, and that's why it's not a good year. It was not a good year for reinsurance also. But this year was better, and it's recovering. As I told you, it's not recovering from what happened in 2001, but eventually I'm sure it will recover. It's already more than 10 years, and it will be soon 20 years since that event. But I'm sure that this sector is really undervalued at the moment. I even look at the Swiss Reinsurance Group, and they're also undervalued. I don't know about the Berkshire Hathaway Insurance, because this is privately owned by Berkshire Hathaway. But I can tell you that this sector, this is one of the safest sector, because even if it's buying risk, this sector, this company, it's buying risk from so many different companies that it reduces the risk. And they are not like the big banks were doing during the financial crisis, buying things that nobody can understand, such as CDOs, synthetic CDOs. These are simple things. They are only buying insurance from other insurance companies. And I'm going to invest in this company because it's actually a great price. And the dividend yield is more than 4%. So even if in the coming years it doesn't grow as much as you would expect, still you're getting the dividends, and eventually this sector, this company is going to grow. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, subscribe and share. Please have a look at my Instagram. Have a nice day and goodbye.